there seems to be doubts regarding the integrity of the system. At least that's the more popular perception among those that I've talked to. Especially because when they go through the, what they understand is it's going to be a secret balloting, but then the counting would remain under the dark, so to speak.
Oh, I remember
so
that. That's what they say is they want it to be secret balloting, open counting.
That's right.
Right. They're saying that this is secret voting, secret counting. That's bollocks. It's ridiculous. First of all right, even in a manual count, how can you say that it's really open counting when you have no idea what the teacher is reading, right? Teacher pulls out a ballot, right? How do you know it's yours? You don't, right? You're just trusting that this teacher is doing it. Teacher pulls out a ballot, and you're just trusting that that ballot is the same ballot that someone at some point in that day put in there. All right? Voters, they don't stay the whole 8 hours of voting, right? Even watchers don't stay there the whole day. So what happens if this BEI, this Board of Election Inspectors, has been compromised? Then they're able to stuff the ballot box, and essentially what I'm saying is that this whole thing about counting at the BEI being the most clean, the most pristine, that's overstated. All right? The truth of the matter is, counting starts at 6 and it ends at 5 the following day. That's the entire night of counting. An entire night when you don't know when some armed man is going to come into the door. You don't know when the lights are going to go out. You don't know that when the lights go out, someone isn't going to steal the ballots. It's one whole night. All right? We're trying to replace that with a system that will count the votes in under half a minute. All right? What more can you ask for? You remove the stress to the teacher. You remove the vulnerability of the system due to the time element concern. The longer it takes to resolve the situation, the more vulnerable it is to damage. You're removing that. You're removing the threat to the integrity of the system because the teacher can be bribed. Who knows, I mean, poor guy needs money. What's to stop him from accepting a bribe, right? Teachers are very trustworthy. But you put people under extreme circumstances, they will react in ways that can surprise. So you remove all of that, man, and you replace that with an automated counting system. Is it secret counting? To the extent that you don't have anyone pulling out the ballots one at a time. Sure, it's secret that way, but does that mean that the ballots can no longer be referred to if you really need that sort of assurance? Absolutely not. You can go back to the ballot and verify the electronic count with the hand count. Now people are saying, but that's going to take forever. That's going to take forever. You have to go through the process and all of that. Well, excuse me, but the system that they're advocating, they're saying let's stay manual. Let's stay manual counting because that's open voting. It still takes you forever to get at the ballot, right? And when you do get to the ballot, you have a hard time trying to decipher the ballot. It's like when I write on anything, take it away from me for 5 minutes, come back to me with it, and I won't be able to read it anymore. See? So there is that issue of ballot appreciation. Now, what do you do when you have ballots with just the last name and you have more than one candidate with the same name running? So all of the stress of primary counting on election day gets repeated during the recount process. So the point is, it's the same thing. With the manual system, it takes forever to get a recount, but when you recount, it takes you forever to finish it. With the automated system, fine, you have to go through certain procedures to get a recount. But when you finally do get the recount, it's over in a flash because it's easier to appreciate the ballots. So all in all, you migrate from an old system to a new one. You lose some of the reassurances of the old, and you gain reassurances of the new. They are not necessarily the same. But just because you don't have the security blankets of the past doesn't mean that your future is not secure. That's what we're saying. Automation is secure. It's verifiable, and you know what you're getting. Right? Not like the old system. Just because some of the features of the old system aren't with the new, doesn't make the new untrustworthy.